God. Who gave me permission to be this gorgeous? I can't take it. YouTube, before we dive in, we have serious business. Jared, come here. It has been brought to my attention that no one has recognized Jared. Come sit right here, Jared. Come here. Look at this face. He's literally like our director. He's our YouTube sensei. You know what I'm gonna say? He's our YouTube. What is your title? Like YouTube?
I don't know.
Because Jared has not been approached for a selfie on the street yet, as per the Let's Make Jared a YouTube famous person #challenge. Now we're gonna turn into a giveaway. So this is your notice, YouTube. The person that finds Jared first and takes a selfie with him. Here's the thing though, it has to make it on Jared's feed. So if you're weird to Jared, if you are like too aggressive, honey, it might not make it on the feed. So you gotta be nice, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be too much, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be like chill about it. But you're gonna find this face and you're gonna say, oh my God, are you Jared? Can we take a selfie? And then you're gonna take a selfie, it's gonna make it to his feed, and then that person's gonna win an entire line of JVN hair. Not just like one product, not just like two, but the entire line. Can you handle it, Jared?
I'll give them hints.
Hints.
In LA, I probably most frequent Air One Silver Lake.
Is that too much? Are you gonna get stalked?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And Equinox Glendale.
Equinox Glendale.
And then I'll be in New York a lot in the fall.
# Let's Make Jared an internet celebrity famous selfie challenge too.
No one's gonna mess up that long hashtag.
Jared, if that gets cut, you know I won't tolerate it. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Jonathan Van Ness, and today we are talking about the 10 things I would never do to my hair. One thing I would never do to my hair is do a bleach and tone for a long period of time. Bleach and tones are like destination hair care things. Like especially for me having dark hair, if your hair is like dark brown or black and you wanna have like long, healthy hair, we're not bleach and toning for years. It's kind of like a one and done. Like take Kim K. You're not gonna see her rocking this bleach and tone forever. She's gonna have to go back down to her natural color at some point. Her hair's just gonna crack off because you can't do all those retouches and keep your hair healthy over a long period of time. Another thing I never do to my hair is slick it back soaking wet into like tight updos or tight knots when the hair is wet. That's not good. It would like cause like traction alopecia. It'd make my hair break off. So if I ever want to do a really slick back bun or like a slick look, you actually dry the hair all the way, then you apply gel or a foam or whatever you're gonna use to like really get that like wet look going, but we never actually do that on wet hair. Another thing I would never do to my hair is use coconut oil as a moisture mask or really like use coconut oil at all on my hair. And you're like, why? I've like heard people say it's great. Well, here's the thing. For very specific types of hair that have been through very specific things, coconut oil like can be okay. But usually for the vast majority of people, coconut oil is not great on the hair. Why? Because it's a medium chain fatty acid. So because it's a medium chain fatty acid, the size of it does not easily go into the cortex of the hair or past the cuticle. It really sits on the outside. And so what it does is it builds up on the outside of the hair in such a heavy way that when you go to use like heat styling products or any other like hair products, it's hard for them to penetrate and become effective because you have this like thick shellacking of oil around the hair. It can actually also be like kind of aggressive on the scalp and kind of coating to the scalp because it's that medium chain fatty acid. So coconut oil on your body, that's fine. But on your scalp, no. It's just a little bit too sensitive. The follicles are a little bit too fine to be putting such like a big fatty acid on it. You could create like congestion in your hair follicles and it's just like not good for overall scalp health. So definitely say no to the coconut oil. It is not your friend like that. And another thing I never do to my hair. I'm sorry to cuss, this is serious, okay? Even if I'm like on a desert island and there's like no hair ties and I'm so frustrated by my hair, never use rubber bands on your hair. We're only using like hair ties, right? Rubber bands are gonna pull, they're gonna like pull the hair out, it can cause hair breakage, it's like too much tension. And just like that rubber like right on the hair, it's just like, you just hear that noise, it's like, ooh, we hate it. Definitely need like an elastic or like satin or like a silk scrunchie or like, you know, a hair elastic that's made for elastic. And even just like hair elastics, if they're applied like super close to the scalp and like really little sections and like super duper tight all the time. Like if you're doing like those little like teeny tiny, like a bunch of little tight little ponytails, like that's also not great. So just like too much tension, never great. Yeah. And definitely never rubber bands. Another thing I would never do to my hair, ever, not in a million years, ever, black box color. Never. Like I would never use it. Never ever. Unless your hair is like naturally black, and I mean like black, like dark, like the color of this like Skims honey, like black, you know, like a bold, like midnight black. And unless you are like fine to always have your hair really, really dark, never do box color, because when it bleaches out, it's super red, it's super orange, it takes multiple times. It's really hard to get out of the hair evenly. Like, I cannot tell you the amount of like clients, like hundreds of clients over my career that did black box color. And like, it takes years to correct. Like, unless you cut your hair really short and you just kind of start over from scratch, it's really a huge commitment. And also like black box color is the same as like textile dye with like peroxide. So like the peroxide opens the cuticle, and then it's not hair color, it's textile dye that so many box colors use. Some use hair color and like better ingredients, but some are like literally textile dye and they're indirect dyes, and that's like why it's so hard to get them out of the hair later, because they don't act like hair color. So like black box color is not your friend. And that happy lady on the box, honey, she probably got paid like a lot to do that photo shoot, and it was probably a wig, to be honest. And so just don't do it. They can be all sorts of tomfoolery on those black hair color boxes. Another thing I would never do to my hair, and this is due to experience, is never use sun-in, and I would never do like lemon juice. It seems fun, it seems cute, but really like you can't control the color that your hair is going to end up at, because sun-in and lemon juice, like they only stop when they dry, and it depends like how hot the sun is, it depends on how hot you get. So there's no like defined end destination. It could be cute, and it could also be like blaring orange, like orange from a crayon box, like oranger than the day is long, like the orangest orange. It's a no. You know? Another thing I never do with my hair is I don't wash my hair in like scalding hot, steamy shower. Like obviously I love a hot shower just as much as the next person, but what I'll do is I put my hair on top of my head when I get into the shower. So I go in with like a little loose scrunchie, and I give you like this, like getting into the shower. I'm like, I love showers. And then I might even sing like Renaissance, you know, like I might sing a little Cuff It. I might sing a little Alien Superstar. I might be like, unique. I don't know. And then I get in the shower, and then I'm gonna wash my hair, or I wash my body with like, you know, the nice hot water, but then I'll turn the heat down to more warm. Then we wash the hair in warm water. Then I might apply my conditioner, or well, I will apply my conditioner, like not under the shower, obviously, because that's counterproductive. So like we kind of step out of the shower, put our conditioner on, put it back in a little bun. Then I'll like wash my face, wash the body. Then we switch the water to cool. I take my body away from the shower, and then I just rinse my head, because it's like, ew, I hate getting my whole body all cold with the cold water, but it's great for your hair to end in a cold rinse. This is especially true for, let me just make sure my hair is so cute. And it is, because I can't help, actually blowout milk style memory. I can't help it, I can't help it, it's true. Who put on your hair again? You know, it's so hard for me to work when I'm so pretty. Wash with warm, rinse with cool, and that's especially true if you're someone who has like color treated hair. If you have like bright colors like pinks, blues, yellows, purples, like those kind of brighter colors, or if you're someone who's like not naturally a redhead and you go red, it's really hard to preserve hair color when you take really, really hot showers and like just like rinse your hair in really hot water every day. Another thing I would never ever do, I never jump into a pool with my hair dry. I always wet my hair down first, then I put conditioner on my mid-lengths and ends, or I'll do like leave-in, or I'll do our complete conditioning mist on the mid-lengths and ends. But your hair is a lot like a sponge. So if you jump into a pool with dry hair, it's gonna soak up all the chlorine, all the chemicals, all the stuff that's in that pool water. But if you wet your hair down first in like your shower, or like a little like pool shower, and then put conditioner on there, it's gonna be harder for that water and the chemicals and the chlorine to seep into the hair. So it really creates a buffer, it helps keep the hair healthy. That's like why my hair like looks so good like after summer every year. Such a good trick. Another thing I never do with my hair is start round brushing it when it's like soaking wet. A lot of times when people go wrong with learning how to round brush their hair, it's because they start round brushing the hair when it's like super duper wet, and it's gonna create too much tension, it's gonna pull too much, and your hair isn't gonna get dry, and you're gonna get frustrated and just like abandon ship. So for my hair texture, which is kind of like a 2C, like in most places, but I have like some 3A moments like on my edges. For me, I get my hair to about like 50-60% dry before I start to round brush. If you're someone who has like 3B, 3C, 4A, 4B, 4C hair, like the more textured your hair gets, the more wetness I like to leave in the hair before I round brush. So if your hair is super textured, I do leave it a little bit wetter, because if you rough dry it too much, it's gonna start to get frizzy at the end result. But if you're someone who has like 1A to 2C, you really wanna get a lot of that moisture out, either with like a towel or like a cotton t-shirt before you start to round brush the hair. Oh, and obviously, before you start to round brush, you're gonna rough dry. You're just like, with the blow dryer, just minding your own business. So that's that. Another thing I never do with my hair, ever. This is so f***ing annoying to me. I hate to cuss at you guys, but this is serious. I hate it when I never do this. I don't like rough dry my hair without intention. Like, I'm not just like blow drying my hair willy-nilly, like blow drying it this way and blow drying it this way and like getting it all up, like when I'm rough drying it, you know? Like today I knew I wanted my hair smooth and like blown out. So that means when I was rough drying to get the moisture out before we round brush, we were like taking my hair like this and rough drying it like this, you know, pulling the hair down. Like everything has a purpose towards where you're going. So if your hair is gonna live down, blown out, you're gonna blow dry your hair down. You're not gonna like rough it up. Now, there's a little caveat to that. Like you could like flip your hair totally upside down and like rough dry it upside down because you want to get volume, but you're not gonna like really be going like against the grain of the hair. Oh, actually, because that's literally the thing. You never blow dry against the grain of the hair. So, because when you're flipping your hair upside down and blow drying it like this, the cuticle is still like fish scales or like, you know, tree bark. So if you're flipping your hair over and then blow drying like this, you're still blow drying with the cuticle because the cuticle is going down. But if your hair is upright like this, you need to blow dry like down with the cuticle because it's going downward, it's not going upward. So if you blow dry against the cuticle, you're gonna create frizz. It almost like backcombs the hair with the blow dryer. So you wanna think about what the hairstyle you're going for is at the beginning and then rough dry your hair accordingly. Another thing I do not do with my hair is stylist hop. There is like one person in New York who can cut my hair. There's like 2 people in LA. So like total, there's like 3 people who I go to for haircuts when I need them. I've been going to them for years. I know exactly who they are. They know who I am. They've done my hair a lot. I typically think the best hair happens when you have a relationship with your hairdresser. They know what your style is. They know how you kind of carry yourself. They know what you do for a living. And especially, like, and as we've talked about before, in this video, always have a consultation. We're never like jumping in and just like with a new stylist and being like, do whatever you want. Really, this is like the ultimate sense of a collaboration. And a lot of times it takes a stylist at least like 2 times of styling your hair to really understand like how your hair works, how your personality works, and to get like the best result. So if you don't really ever give stylist a chance and you're always going to someone else, you kind of end up being the common denominator, you know what I'm saying? So if you're always frustrated with your hair and you always feel like everyone messes it up, try finding someone, doing a thorough consultation, and stick with them for at least 3-4 appointments before you jump ship. You too. I hope that was as good for you as it was for me because I had so much fun. I lived my very best life. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We love you so much. I will see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye.